So how do we create this model? First, we need to define a misunderstanding in a student. A student has a misunderstanding if he or she submits two distinct wrong answers, demonstrating that misunderstanding. This lets us focus on repeated mistakes. So given this definition, let's revisit some of what we showed in the overview video. First, we took all of the wrong answers and counted up their frequency. We then take the top k most popular wrong answers, where for our evaluation we chose k equals 100. These wrong answers then handed to the instructors who first categorized them as correct, where the student actually had the right answer but got it wrong due to a typo, non-answer, where the student was actually trying to do something else but it was accepted as an answer, and an actual wrong answer. If an answer is categorized as wrong, it is then also given a misunderstanding label. Let's make this more concrete by going to an example. Here are some code students are presented, and here are two assessments students are given, testing their code reading comprehension by asking them what did they think the Python interpreter would print out. The correct answer for the first is big with quotes. An answer for this one that would be categorized as correct would be BGI with quotes, where the student made a typo. An example of something that is not an answer is exit misspelled, where the student is trying to exit the system rather than submit an answer. A common wrong answer for this first assessment is big without quotes, which the instructor would give a misunderstanding label of return string as a print. This is where the student believes a function's return value is displayed as if it was printed. Another wrong answer for this assessment is small. This one will get the misunderstanding label of miss prior if, where the student missed a prior part of the if statement, making them come to the wrong if clause. Turning to the second assessment, how big 12, its correct answer is huge without quotes. A known wrong answer for this one is small with quotes. This one is actually a demonstration of two misunderstandings, miss prior if and print string is a return. This latter misunderstanding is a reverse of our first misunderstanding. Here a student believes printing a string is like the outer function returning it. A final known wrong answer is error. This one actually has no labels because it's not clear what the student was misunderstanding to get to this answer. Once we have these misunderstanding labels, we use them to identify misunderstandings in students in two phases. First, we directly apply the definition, where if a student has two wrong answers that share a label, the student has that misunderstanding. Then we use propagation, where three conditions need to be met. First, the student has two wrong answers where one is not in top k and therefore can have labels propagated to it. Second, the wrong answer in top k has a misunderstanding label the student doesn't have. Finally, the two wrong answers have a high co-occurrence. A high co-occurrence means that many students in the cohort use both of these wrong answers.